if we work together, what we will do is start to return the government back to the people. I want to thank you, Gary, for the scientific poll that was done on my behalf. I mean, if we had not won that poll, I would have been criticizing you. But in looking at that, we look at life, and what happens is we have to be willing to step out. I'm going to tell you a story. We're down in the South, and it's not popular to talk about the Union Army. But I want to tell you a story about Joshua Chamberlain, who was a teacher, who actually got brought up into the Union Army. And as he was there, he was given the wonderful thing was to guard the flank. He says, no, what you've got to do is you've got to guard this flank, because if those rebels come in and flank us, the Union is all over. And so that was his position. Now, when he got the job, he didn't think it was going to be a big deal. Why? Because Lee was going to go towards the center, and they were going to pound the center, and the flank was not anything that was important. But as Joshua Chamberlain, being a professor 9 months, and being the military expert that 9 months might have, sure enough, what happened is those rebels kept coming up the flank, and they got to the point where they were out of ammunition, and they kept hearing the yell, and they would come up and they would fire, and they got down to the point where they had less than one bullet per person. Knowing that his charge is not to let the flank be taken. Here they came again, and it was this large crowd. They were coming up the hill, and they said, well, what in the world do we do? Well, most people would have retreated. They would have left their post. And so they kept saying, well, what do we do? And Joshua Chamberlain said, put your bayonets on. And so they put the bayonets on, and what they did was charge down the hill towards the enemy. Now, the rest of the story is the fact that won that particular day. Because the rebels, as they started charging down, said, well, these guys must have reinforcements from somewhere else. There must be somebody behind them, because they wouldn't be foolish enough to charge down the hill with bayonets. With all our numbers here, they wouldn't be foolish enough. And yet, what they did was, in the face of defeat, they grabbed victory by charging forward. And so we may face a battle today that we think is over. But I can tell you it's not over. Because I am willing to stand arm in arm with you and charge down that hill. And you know what? Unlike Joshua Chamberlain, we have reinforcements that are coming. And what I want you to do is charge with me. I ask for your support. I need your support. I ask for your vote. And I'm going to keep showing up here until you tell me to go home or go to Washington, D.C., one of the two. And I just thank you for allowing me to be here. I'll open it for a few questions if we have time.
Yeah.
Thank you. God bless. Anybody but RL have a question? I'm kidding.
Anybody have any questions? Speak now, or those of you that have been married, you know what that means. Speak now or hold your peace.
All right, I want to finish with this. I don't pretend to know all the answers, but I will tell you I'm getting everybody who does know the answers to come on our team. We've got advisors that represent all walks of life. We've got some advisors here from your particular county. Whether it's medical, business, banking, CIA, foreign intelligence, whatever the case may be, we're getting the experts so that we will be well versed on any of the issues. And I wanted to let you know that if you've got an issue that I don't know about, I want to make sure that come November I know about it and I'm able to speak to it. So you keep forwarding me those emails no matter how crazy they are, and I'll keep reading them. God bless. Thank you.